Thank you for staying with us for all the waffle, but for now, let's take our first big bite of this series.
Oh, guys, the game is happening. Bet. What car do you have? I don't have a car, chat.
Well, Demo, as we have done many times, as the dances that we have found ourselves sort of serenaded by and surrounded by, we get into this perspective. The bands will come through here on towards Cafe. Now, as you've sort of got it on the numbers and how you think, and that sort of brief bit, I thought about this. Doesn't matter where you go, what language everything's in, you get the whoa. Monty and Aruni. Monty, a very familiar band. Aruni, obviously, there's great limitations and the sort of swing on Cigar if you're trying to clear the top.
A little bit of double shield or maybe a Ying, a Grim. Again, the util dump operators we know. Fantastic for a map like Cafe. Yeah, there goes the Grim, there goes the Mira. Makes Piano a little bit more difficult to hold. You still got operators like Azami. Clash is also a big one. I mean, I think Clash...
Get a BMW M4 competition, they're beautiful.
A lot of teams.
Yeah, no, they're nice. I like them.
I mean, there's always the argument about shields when they're at their strongest, when they're not. It sort of goes both ways, but the freedom...
They are nice for show,
We've had a lot of people who would obviously, you know, play sort of the gun operators and get themselves in. Swing either side, it's the pressure on. Oh my god, it's the captain. Oh, it's either way. I think that's the best thing right now between these teams, because sometimes, I'm not going to say there's a bias, sometimes you get to an EU event and there's still an NA team and there's less vocal supporters, but this is a team, A, that everybody's rooted behind, but B, has French representation.
You got your license? No.
And Brazilian. They've got the mix.
No.
Got the whole lot. Whereas for Secret, I mean, it is just a full amalgamation of Europeans, isn't it? Nobody from the same place, all different. Now, if we look at the last time both of these sides played Cafe respectively, Secret.
Did you ever try and play with a glass pad? Is any pro plays with a glass pad? I don't think so. I don't think glass pads are good for Siege. Because Siege, you don't need to fast, like, you don't need fast aim.
They were able to do a pretty impressive stat of 6 defenses in a row. They took a 6-0 half against A-Star. So for Wildcard, we didn't really get to see them attack up much. Just the one round is what they needed. So I think for Secret, you need to build a lot of rounds here in the defense, because we know Wildcard, they can defend this map.
Starting. Not towards the top as the side has fallen a bit out of favor as time has passed upon, but...
There's control glass pads, really?
You have to have the lockdown, the confidence to make sure that they can't just get that verticality. In the response, obviously, you're looking at something that might be a little bit snappy here. Demo on the right, the Glaz, the Blitz, the Ying. They've got that sort of smash and grab energy. Get themselves in and the full-fronted spawn there.
Yeah, typically you're looking at the quick aggression.
Control glass pad doesn't sound like it's a real thing.
Really well. Ying is great
like the opposite of what glass pads are, no?
And then drop yourself in for that roam clear out upstairs. Or you can also use the Blitz in a pretty aggressive
What's the point of using a glass pad, a control glass pad? Just use a normal mouse pad.
So there are a couple of things that Secret need to be aware of.
8 flashes.
No, the spawn pick first round.
The Ying is the first to go, and Noah opens up with the opening kill of this entire series, and that's no more Candelas.
And what do we always say about Cafe? It's one of the hardest maps to get into the building, and that's why spawn peek's a very common thing. And Noah sets the tempo right from the word go, asserting that dominance over Wildcard. So without that Ying, yeah, it's going to be a little bit trickier to try and get themselves into certain places. So they're going to try and full send the Blitz. I believe just straight into sight. They've got the Ash, they've got the launcher to make that breach. But does anyone go for it? No, Kansan is there to cover off.
Kansan, lock in.
Swung in, could hear the C4 ticking, but that's not going to be one that pops off as Bay pops on towards Savage and gets himself a second tune. A 4 versus 2. They've taken just enough control, but just enough.
You're gonna play Siege today or just watch?
A little bit of verticality in the Blitz.
I'm not sure. We haven't. I think we're just gonna watch.
Now the swing on towards the tub. Stuck. It's a heavy gun, but on this pillar, this narrow fight on towards secondaries, and now he's all that's left, but he can't quite.
Bay with a triple kill. Holy shit, it's flying.
They have the sight. They could try and recollect the diffuser if they want it. Go for the plant itself. He's able to get one isolated. Now it's a 1 versus 2. And if they go for the plant, well, look at the positions that they've been able to get. Adrian, he's had a lot of huge moments for this team. Usually in leagues is when he's at his best, and sometimes online can be a little bit sharper, but here, this tournament, he's found his feet, he's found his sort of position in the team, and the position on the rotate gets shakes of the engagement, baby.
Oh, they're both 1 HP, they're both 1 HP.
Had to pull off, had to push. They need to play this as the 2 versus 1. There's one.
Oh my god, that was so close, bro.
Oh, Adrian almost. But just too many bodies to find for that DMR. Made a good attempt, but still, Wildcard hold on to that lead that they had gained from a really good entry. I mean, Kansan, see the way that they waited until that smoke was in a position where they could then take pillars safely? Obviously, I think the Blitz kind of got caught out a little bit because that's where the diffuser was dropped inside a train where you can't plant. And that was the kind of predicament there for Wildcard, was they maybe just didn't have the information and maybe the confidence to go for the plant. So that's why it did take them quite a long time to get into that position, but still, they make it happen just about. I mean, good, I think, taking a very minimalistic approach. But did you see the gaps? As soon as somebody got a kill, they just flooded.
All right, let me. Oh fuck! I can't feel my leg anymore, bro. El Calv, thank you for the tier 1.
Off to a start.
Oh, I can't feel my leg, bro.
Wildcard here. There's a couple of conversations, obviously, about a cafe that we saw earlier on today, and how you're supposed to approach your attack, or how successful you want to look after your attack, and it varies, obviously, team to team, but getting the opener, especially when
I've been sitting on my leg.
First man, I mean, what better synergizing could you sort of want? What early energy of knowing that you were able to sort of suffer a bit here, pressure on towards.
1 sec, chat. I'm buying a whoop. I'm buying a whoop band right now. Hold on.
Got a little bit of a pull away of the shield. Wildcard, they're keeping themselves guessing. They've got a lot of great different attacks that they've been able to play, a lot of width in terms of the operator selection, the pool that they've been able to
1 sec, chat. I just don't want to make sure I don't leak my fucking card, bro. That would be a fucking big mistake.
It's one of the reasons they're hard to predict.
It's the reason why we praise FaZe so much, because they can play anything and everything. Noah?
1 sec, chat. 1 sec, chat. Oh, dude, my leg. I can't feel my leg, bro. Okay. Let's see. Leak it, bro. If I leak it, that'll be... That would not be good, chat. That would not be good, bro. Did it go through? Bet. Shit. Let's go. It's been ordered, chat. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm excited for this, bro. I'm excited to try this shit.
Play the rolling grenades game on the thing because you don't really need to. But Adrian, you can freeze it, slow it down. You can make sure that this hack becomes a problem, becomes a battle, becomes attrition.
What's good, Danny?
Attrition takes time, and time.
Do you also get drops here? Not on YouTube. You have to be on.
Caught out.
You have to be on Twitch.
Spoit was able to reactivate. There's another sort of freeze, another sort of slow, and they got to wait. And if they got to keep waiting, they're gonna have to go back to the grenades. But if you prepare for plan A, well, sometimes you don't quite have B.
Yeah, and again, it's used in that util that you would like to.
Do I miss your mom? My mom? Yeah, of course.
The Kansan, I think he's been swung by probably Mowgli's the only one really in the bomb site who could have went for that. So Mowgli has caused a bit of an issue that Wildcard need to try and address. And look at Mowgli getting aggressive, going for these kind of off positions, seeing if he can catch somebody by surprise. But the timing is a big worry now. 30 seconds, and they still have not cleared VIP a restaurant yet.
They might just have to try.
Here comes the VIP pinch. Oh, baby shark, what a pick.
Gets the drop on Kansan, and Adrian doubles down inside, holding on.
Huge pick, bro, huge pick.
In time, a 3 versus 3, but with 10 seconds left and a drop shot out the breach and another one for Noah, it's Spiker finding Noah. But a 2 versus 1, no kit, has to try and find the fights. They've spread out here, Secret. They're either side. Does get one, but he's never going to risk the second. We are tied up.
Yeah, timing not great for Wildcard. Cutting it really, really close, and they just had to go pretty reckless.
Oh, there it is. Whoop has been spotted. That boy Mowgli.
Was, and yes, they're able to win their gunfights, but it still didn't matter.
You should get earbuds. They are so good. I hear everything. I have earbuds. I have earbuds here.
You could see what the idea was. I mean, a fairly simplistic attack that we've seen plenty of times before, but yeah, just the pacing wise for them. That's what
you can see him right here.
For Secret, didn't have to do much apart from just hold the angles, play a little bit aggressive. Mowgli did a great job of that inside a freezer. So all square, one apiece.
How much does your building cost? My building? You mean the apartment?
It's funny seeing usually very animated code sitting
El
down.
Calvo, thank you for the 5. Or thank you for the tier 1.
They can pop off between rounds, as we've seen. But it's almost a little bit polite. A little bit coy.
It cost like, I think to buy this apartment, it cost like 700,000 pounds. A lot of money, bro.
At this point, as I said before, before you get the extra bands, before you get it, you
way too much.
To try and play the mind game. What do you think they're going to remove? What do you sort of put forward as a possibility of removal here?
Well, I mean, for Wildcard, it's the glass again. That's 3 in a row. Surely that's
and y'all got 2. Yeah, but we don't buy it. We haven't bought it.
It has caused them issues on both rounds. I think the glass has been able to get a kill on both of them.
Doxy, thank you for the prime.
Yeah, that could be the option for Secret, but we head into, again, another mid-floor. Won't be the train this time. Instead, we head over to our reading.
Is it in London?
Site.
No.
Again, you're looking at a bit more of a top floor control from Secret, holding in towards Cocktail.
This is your mum or your dad that's Thai? My mum.
Also brought in the Valkyrie, which should get pretty good value.
Why do y'all use earbuds, not headphones? Because the headset are provided by the tournament, so you can't use them.
You've got 2 of them on the side of Secret. That can be, again, that issue for Wildcard. Just need to be careful. But look, for Wildcard, I mean, it is just all gung-ho. You look at this util dump, again, Capitao, Glaz, Ying. You've got the Lion, who we know is also great for a map like Cafu. Whenever you're trying to play fast, here comes this Glaz again.
The glass cheese is going crazy, dog.
And impacts are impactless as they just sort of fly by and do a bit of damage. But in the meantime, well, there's the damage being done. Get the pinch onto Noah, stepping up in towards this aggressive position. They've got the sort of pings they didn't know about. Adrian pops up, knocks 2 down, 4 versus 1.
What a kill, bro. What a kill.
Oh, whether that was a missed drone or a missed moment, Dash at least gets Mowgli back, but still being shot at, still being pressured.
You gonna win this match? Wildcard has a pretty good chance of winning this, I can't lie.
I mean, at this point, again, think about where the side is, think about the kid is, and think
Wildcard has a pretty good chance of winning, I'm not gonna lie. The maps are pretty good for them.
Candelas has a couple of smokes, fine.
But I think Secret might take it.
But he needs the lead in, he needs the initiative.
I don't know. We'll see.
Too, but they have 3 of them.
And you look at this setup, 1 guy bottom white, 1 player inside of dining, the other inside of reading. They can triple swing white stairs if he wants to walk down it, so that should be a big no-no.
What maps are there? It's Cafe, Border, and Labs.
Well. Just patience, you don't need to push the guy. You know he's got a shotgun.
Cafe, Border, and Labs.
He's gonna have to challenge you with a machine pistol. You should win that. 9 times out of 10. Smokes off the rotate, but just hesitant in terms of what he wants to push here, and even gets shot up by Joom straight through the wall. Yeah, an easy cleanup for Secret. Never in doubt that they were going to win that.
I mean, I do wonder what sort of happened with Adrian on the top floor, right? We saw them go.
Is that border looks like Fortress? Yeah, it does.
Angle. He checked every angle, but the one Adrian was in. He checked C1, he checked C2, but just didn't get far enough. That C4 as well for Mowgli to hit.
What's the best gaming earbuds in your opinion?
Again, that's the power of
I think there's a lot of good different ones. Like, there's no best gaming ones. There's more like you just want to find very good earbuds in general. That's what you want to get. It was SSG that we got knocked out of.
Alongside the Kaid, to be fair, the Kaid did cause problems. They
slowed them in kitchen. Yeah.
Do any pro players use stimulants? Yeah, everyone uses stimulants. A lot of caffeine. Some of them use. Some of them use. What's they called again? ADHD medicine. I forgot what it's called.
First of all, mine and bomb site, like the 3-2-1 play is super fast, not being that good.
Adderall, that's the word. Yeah, it's not allowed, but if you have a condition, you can use it.
Play the Ash, open the mining window the same, the mining wall the same, like it looks like the rush blitz. And then we take top. One thing for you, Shark, you can use the Dokaeb, smoke 2 times dining, just to bait something. And we take top 4, mining normal. Yeah. Take top 4, dash playing run, and then I'm executing. Okay? What I think for basement, guys, when attack direct bakery, make sure to cook them a little bit, open the walls. If you guys can push flip to VIP, but use a little bit more the time of the round, not only switch 1, use a little bit more the time, flip is necessary, and then we switch 1.
You're about it.
Yeah, so obviously calling for specific operators. Heard the Dokkaebi was mentioned in that timeout from Lagonis. And he just wants them to work with that time because
Add a Loki like a method of water down, yeah.
Like you look
Really?
at where they're kind
Is it allowed to look at your teammates' monitor? Yeah.
But then it's that kind of mid-round stall out that they're struggling with. Oh, you know, this is where the action kind of begun, wasn't it? A minute. The C4
2 C4 kills that round.
That Valkyrie has.
I don't know, I feel like after a certain price point, headset don't matter, but how you optimize it would be good. You can't really optimize your headset though, that's the thing. You can't really optimize sound.
First knock have been able to pull themselves back and get 2 in a row. Obviously, this is Wildcard's map, so Secret have opted to start on their defense. They want to get themselves that first bit of buffer in here. They're going to try.
What age did you realize you were gay? Like what?
Game, fine. Let's bring castles. Let's get his army.
This is, I think, the issue with the top
Which
floor.
earbuds or headset do you recommend then? I would say headsets, HyperX is good. I think for earbuds, Shure is really good.
The aggressive operators. Now you look at the lineup. I mean, Flores has to be brought in.
You said 10? That's crazy. Wait, what you mean? What they say 10 to?
So it forces Wildcard away from the playstyle that they've been wanting to play against Secret, and that will suit Secret a lot better. Secret don't have to worry about operators like a Ying being brought in, or a Lion. You're dealing with Habana and a Flores.
I use generic Apple wired headphones, is this okay? Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, but I think you can get better stuff for sure.
It is also a sort of side of this.
What's good, Charlie Whirly? What up?
In the 2-7 record that Secret has on this map recently.
Yes, it's allowed to look at your teammate's monitor.
On their attack side.
What are good mouse pads? Because I use an IKEA one. Artisan. Artisan is good. You can buy it on Max Gaming. Or Saturn Pro is good as well.
The opposite side for Wildcard. Their defense is 71%.
Yeah, Artisan mouse pads is good. Yeah, they're really good. Who do you think's gonna? Who do you support? Secret or Wildcard? I don't really support. I don't support neither of them, but I think. I mean, maybe Secret a little bit more. Yeah, probably Secret more than Wildcard. You know about Max Gaming? Yeah, I'm Swedish, bro. Of course.
They're just keeping everything pressured, Demo.
Yeah, no picks though.
What's the difference in any mouse pads though? Material, quality, speed, all these things.
I believe.
Opinion on PewDiePie? I never really watched PewDiePie when I was growing up. I was watching more like Swedish-speaking YouTubers and stuff like that. But he's cool. I like PewDiePie. He's at like he's a big part of the online world for sure.
As well, who we know can play downstairs and stop that plant going in, and that's exactly where Jum is. He's down inside a pillar. Oh, the impact from no time, the castle barricade, and find 2 from it.
Oh, they were baited in. They opened the door. They said, come on in. Welcome. Oh, no, sorry. Pass denied. Get out of here. Get out of the building. And now you've got Dash on the roof.
Wait, what group membership did you get? I got the most expensive one. I think the one for like £400. The one where you can get like EKG or EGK monitor stuff. That's the one I got. Blood pressure one and shit like that.
Doesn't bode well. The C4.
Have you met Noah? Yeah, of course.
It's a shotgun on a close door here, damn it. You're sort of hoping that you get a lucky
I've spoken to Noah multiple times.
You won't. You'll get deeped instead.
What Swedish YouTube people did you look at? I mean, I was watching a lot of Minecraft when I was a kid. I watched like Stamsite. I watched Dode Gaming. I thought they were cool. I watched what else did I watch? I watched like normal YouTubers as well, like bro, like Yuki Boy, bro, of course, like. You know, you name it, all those guys.
I think for Secret, they get the game plan very well in matchup. I like the way that they've kind of switched their bomb site. They went top floor, they played different defender operators. It forces Wildcard into a different approach than what they've had previously. I mean,
damn,
you heard
that boy got one tap.
Bring the Dokkaebi for this bomb site, this, and this. And
that boy got one tap.
Everything Lagonas has said, it's null and void.
Who was your siege idol? It was BenQ.
You know, they're angling for 2. They know they've got a back half of this game, but they also know it's their map. And that's the problem.
Syndicate? No, I didn't watch any English speaking guys. I didn't watch anything English.
Well, it's going to be something that will come back to haunt you.
Chris Whippet is OG? Yeah, he's OG.
So lots of people, we've seen a lot of clips of
I didn't watch anything English because I didn't understand English when I was young.
a lot to take rid of it. Obviously, you've got the grenades, could impact the MP and hope to get it that way, but that's not really the MO of a lineup like this, Demo.
Yeah, you need to be careful. I think with the Maestro, especially whenever we know that kind of util you mentioned will be used to clear the VIP player. You know, those nades will be tossed into VIP. And
When did you learn English like fluent?
From those cameras and the fact that
When I, like, towards like 15, 16, I'd say. I learned it more fluently.
I mean, we know everyone has played against the Maestro. If you see that, oh, I'll play Brava, and that's it, Sword. No problems. If you don't have the Brava, then yeah, becomes quite the tricky operator to deal with.
What about Garmin watches? I don't really like the aesthetic of the Garmin watches that much. And they're kind of big.
So it's something
But they are good. I know the Garmin watches are good. I've heard good things about them.
Look at all of the players. The grenade, they think he's close on the wedding side, and he's actually leaned closer towards it now. The flash comes through, and he might be in a bit of a tight spot. He is, but he somehow survived, and well, he's got some support of his own coming, but that's a lot of utility for no result. And at this point, Dash does find
Holy shit.
He's desperately trying to claw and fight his way out here, but this wedding isn't a celebration he wants to share.
They've used both of the nades. They're going to have to use the fire now to clear him out.
Oh, but they can't even do it without any pain, and he's been able to find an escape route. That is a tragedy here for Wildcard.
Have I tried a new Logitech mouse? No.
They had with the utility that they dumped, and then they still.
Yo, Succulent, thank you for the 13, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
Again for Wildcard, not a lot happening, and we're sat again in the midpoint of the round. Now they start their entrance in towards Bakery, but they haven't even cleared prep. Mowgli just swinging for everything he's worth. Spiker is able to get the trade, and Juma, that big old LMG, lets it rip. A double for Jum. And Dash, look around and thinking, guys, what's happened? I've just got in the building.
Well, now they can play with these Maestro bubbles.
Damn.
And Savage wants to play with the last player left.
Secret going crazy.
That divide, that first round to Wildcard is further and further away now.
Have you only lived in the UK and Sweden?
One timeout obviously used.
No, I've lived in...
At this point,
I've lived a little bit everywhere. I've spent like a lot of time living in Toronto, a lot of time living in Texas as well.
I think for Wildcard,
yeah, those are, I would say, are my main 4 places that I've spent a lot of time. The UK, Sweden, the US, Texas, and Toronto.
This needs to be done correctly if you want to beat a team like Secret. You know, we are in the top 6 of Invite. You need to be landing these util dumps successfully. I mean, Jim, look at this with LMG. Just flicks from one, flicks to another. Savage. Lovely bit of aggression as well in towards Wedding.
Going from Sweden to Texas is a wild switch up. Yeah, nah, it was crazy because it was like I went from playing on the peaceful Minecraft option to like hardcore. When I seen the first AR in my life, bro, that was crazy. That was crazy. Alright, I'll see you soon, Grisky. But where was your favorite place to live? I think one of my favorite places to live, I mean, the Texas was very nice because of the weather. Like, the weather was like a big part of it. Toronto, I really enjoyed living because of the big city, like everything is accessible. The UK is like probably my least favorite, but I still like the UK a lot. But I would say, I mean, Sweden because of the nature, so it's hard to say. Balling with the prime, appreciate that.
Historically has gotten a bit in his own head, but here, sliding all over the map. Now they're not going to mistake Adrian, I think, this time round. You're not probably going to be able to pop off in the same way, but you can see that. To be fair, June, bottom white, Adrian making his presence known on C2. Secret's keeping everything problematic here for Wildcard.
Yeah, it is this train bomb.
Have you been to Malmö? Yeah.
Last time for Secret. Didn't have a great time. It's the only
I'm not a big fan of the UK weather, that's the only thing.
1v1, don't forget. But Wildcard in the approach, utilizing that Dokkaebi, trying to take more map control. Look where Baby Shark has got himself into the downstairs. As the staircases now, he can walk up and he chooses red as his destination.
Where's the bomb set? Is this reading or mining?
Upstairs as Bay's been able to establish
reading.
Inside a cigar shop. But look at Secret.
Is it? I think it is.
Wanting to give picks away, wanting to make Wildcard force these engagements.
Let's see what I can find.
Oh, are they going to send it? Well, they don't even need to.
Oh, no, it's mining.
Where did Mowgli even get him from?
He jumped out. Mowgli's outside.
Oh, he jumped out. White window. And look, they're about to fly him for a double, Baby Shark. Can he get through? He can't quite control it, but to be fair, the success of the collateral is something that would give anybody a bit of a shake.
Oh my god, if he got all of them there, that would have been insane.
That little moment, that little bit of overconfidence has been punished. And Baby Shark, right place, right time, and right idea. Get out of there. Don't give them that even. Don't give them the level up. Oh no, but they didn't know about Noah. And he's somehow been able to slip his way down. He's not entirely handed it over.
Still one Dokkaebi call though. Do not forget.
Noah's playing so good for Secret, bro.
Information that can be big in these free scenarios. Whenever you don't have the information, the Dokkaebi with that universal gadget is fantastic to go up against. I mean, they know that Baby Shark's gonna come in through pillar because he's just shot at that keeper barrier.
What's Noah's IRL name? Noah.
Try and make the plays here. They need to try and get themselves into the building. In goes the Dokkaebi call, and now they're going to flood through Noah. They know exactly where he is. They just sprint right past him. Baby Shark wants into it. No, Noah looks the wrong way.
Yo, Bunny with the prime, appreciate you.
The double up with Spiker. Wildcard salvage another round.
Well, I said
It's rained every day in the 2026 UK so far. Yeah, that's
You've always got to
not nice, not nice.
Baby Shark, all the comparisons, all the conversation about where they come from and where they want to go.
Who was the most annoying team that you played against?
The sweetest prize for any French C
SSG
player.
is very annoying to play against because they do so much soft pressure on you.
But 4-2. 4-2 is the
Is Noah
hard. 4-2
Swedish?
is their
Yeah.
opener, and where things looked a little bit shaky for Wildcard, they leveled.
Do you live in a
Obviously,
mansion?
Secret
No.
Still has their timeout. They now still have...
No.
I'm not going to call it their preferred half because we don't know what they want, but we know it's the sort of split. In fact, no, we do know it's what they want because they chose it first. What am I saying? This is Wildcard's map. It's the atmosphere. I'm losing myself in it, demo. More bands, more...
Live in a penthouse? Yeah.
Yeah.
Same again.
No surprise.
Yeah, Noah still lives in Sweden, yeah.
Monty, away from Secret, as we know, always a good thing whenever Savage is there. But
When you plan on buying your own house? I have no idea. When I'm older. In a long time.
But Wildcard, this is the side that they love.
The penthouse is not bought, no. I would not buy a I would not buy an apartment. I would never buy an apartment. I'd buy a house instead.
What's going to be the attack for Secret though? Because we've seen again, really for
Or build my own house.
You've got one or two ways. You try and go for the upstairs vertical take into Freezer, but then you have to go for the whole VIP room clear scenario. Or you just bring a lot of cheese and go straight in free bakery, which is what Wildcard attempted to do, and it didn't work too well.
Would you describe that as very fromage?
No, I'm not in Sweden right now, no. No.
Just settling in the language.
Well, this is going to be probably VIP.
Yes.
You've got the Sense, you've got the vertical operator.
What shares are they?
So we will see the backside.
They're from Blacklight.
Wow, Baby Shark off on the loose. Obviously, Mozzie went a bit out of favor. He's found himself
Low key cover, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong.
And on a map like this, where you've got narrow staircases to potentially control it, oh, that's I was gonna say potentially rotten timing, but both players escape and just sort of make the
Wildlands are building little by little throughout the years. You have time to sell down on cash and build paid for it. Yep. Smart.
Escape. But he doesn't get very far. Mowgli. Yeah, perfectly watched.
Brilliant from Secret. Being able to locate the roamer, push him into a position where he doesn't want to be, have somebody waiting for him. I mean, that's the power that Mowgli. He loves getting in the
Get the Herman Miller and Buddy. Yeah, I wanna get it. I like them more than Secret Lab.
Him like a hound. So,
Are you getting paid to play for SR? Of course. You think all these pro players are just playing for fun? They gotta make a living as well.
They should have no problem with that. They have the gridlock for that reason. This should be a fairly clean take unless something goes horribly wrong, which you never know.
Do you live with Shopify Rebellion? No.
That loose player, they've bought a bit of time, but it's probably a lot less than they wanted. As I said, there's been changes to the op to make them a little bit more impactful, but little is sort of underlined.
What hair products do I use? I used to use like a curling foam activator. That's all I use. Like a Moroccan hair oil thing. That's it.
You get the boogie drones out. You get this vertical press it on quite quick. They're making sure that they can watch on towards the jobs. As we sort of said quite a lot, if you want to work out where Secret's push is coming from, you look towards Savage.
That would look to be fire though with the Shopify Rebellion R6 content house. Content house with who?
And at this point, well, it's pretty standard, right? Get control of the staircases, get the boogie drones done, get the hatch open, and maybe try and drop in. But This will be the next bit of pressure on VIP.
Yeah, get rid of Spiker instead of VIP, the Warden. So if you want to try and smoke him out, ain't gonna work. You want to try and flash him out again.
Why doesn't Pro's use attachment skin? There's no attachment skins on LAN.
Operators to really deal with the util dump that you like to see in towards VIP for going an operator like a Capital, for example.
Who do you think is the most fun team to play against? I like the most competitive team to go against. I like to play against Fury, bro. That's always a fun game. Or G2. G2's always fun.
Slips his way past, pressure on towards Brown, and they've used the smokes. Just buy themselves some time.
Do you make more money from streaming than esports? Yeah.
Mowgli does get dash in the meantime, and they're going for the plant itself. They have him isolated, then they have him executed. Now hopping his way on towards Coffee and Sink, and he doesn't quite know where the plant is going down. It's on the other side. And as the wall falls, they're able to at least get one. But now they know where Canton is, and they have the verticality. You can see them above, watching patiently for anyone that might get close in this. The sole player that can try and stop this divide right now. There's got to be a little bit of a closer rotate towards the hatch, maybe. There's pings coming through, and well, he knows he'll be being watched as soon as he goes for it. Somehow survives. They're going to go for the cover here of Bay. Watching and waiting and hoping, and they can't quite get it.
NT, nice try, nice try.
And that's a man who wants it.
Just a clean round of siege, isn't it, from Secret? It's what we expect to see. You can see the difference already, I feel, for both sides. You know, the mid rounds, Secret just knew what they were doing.
What's my mic? I have a Shure SM7B.
Wasted no time of opening up hatches, getting the vertical gameplay done, setting up every little crossfire, every angle they need, never stalling out a time. I mean, you look when that plant went down. Even if that wasn't successful, they had more than enough to go for a replant. You know, they're never putting themselves in a position where they have to panic.
Said they had the watch on the verticalities. They've done all their jobs, right? And because they had
How long will you stay in Pro League? I'll stay for a long time, bro.
Missing the player who slipped his way through behind.
I'm still young in this space.
Just a very well executed approach, and that's sort of what we've had from Secret a lot through this. We highlighted it's very much a round by round basis.
My diet might be cooked. I've had a bowl of cereal and like a glass of water today, and that's it. Yeah, your diet is cooked, bro.
They're pulling off sense drops.
Where's my water bottle? I need to get some water as well.
With the coverage of each other as a team. And
I think it's downstairs.
Ways, it is seemingly what Wildcard have struggled with a bit, but obviously this is a team where in Wildcard, for some of these players, first ever sort of SI. They're inside the main stage.
Yeah, I do, Vox, and the kebab in Sweden is so good, yeah.
It's such a different environment. You played on main stage, it's fine.
I have the HyperX Cloud 3 secured, yeah.
This one kicks a bit different.
Can we not also make the same argument for Secret, apart from Mowgli?
It's true. It's true.
You know, for these guys, like I mentioned before the game began, horrible time for Twister and Savage SIs. It was never getting wins, and even for Joom, who was brought onto the team last year, again didn't get the wins. So even for Secret, in terms of we talk about SI, it's a massive step up for this side.
But that ties in because it's about being confident, it's about staying cool, and it's about finding ways to mitigate that pressure. And it feels like currently Secret have a little bit more of a handle on it. And it's reflected in their play now. Wants the C4 out the window, but might be a little bit too late.
I like this.
However, the quick push got the grenade to force him down on towards the hatch itself, hoping to get another catch. There's a bit of pressure coming across from the front as well on towards C3, and they've already left. And the C4 will also leave, but leaves nobody.
Oh shit.
And it's Dust.
Are you 100% Swedish? No, only half.
Just to get them out of top floor, get yourself established into a position where you can start working that vertical. And speaking of, Savage has made a hole, but he's been swung by Bay. And
Bay taking down Savage.
Ready for Mowgli. Noah is there with a trade, and Adrian knocking on the door, reading.
Huge bits of pressure, but as Bay starts to ignite, it's only 2 Secret players left. Make that 1, and make that a cheeky reload here for Joom. A 1 versus 4. They know where he is. They're sort of making that statement as they swing every
Bay with the 3K.
Keep themselves fighting.
Yeah, what headset do they use in Pro League? It's like a tournament headset that they use. It's only for the white noise and the microphone. They don't actually use any sound in them. The sound they have through their earbuds.
Good, dead to rights. You know, I think for Wildcard, that's what you need.
Can you say anything about the new operator? I don't know anything about the new operator.
Really, if you look
Who do you have out of FaZe and Falcons? Low key, like, I want to say Falcons. The team who win the bottom and the top bracket championship, do they face each other in the grand finals? Yes.
Little bit more off the cuff is how you can play this map, but
nah, it's only me and Noah that's Swedish and SI.
So yeah,
players-wise.
to get themselves back into it now.
Did the earbuds hurt after a while? You get used to them.
Leaving your network across Dostoevsky as known this. The little moments where things get taken away, and it's kind of what you want to see from Wildcard, right? I talk about that sort of
You get used to it.
wall, that bastion of pressure.
If you got to Australian summer, it's like UK weather 24/7, just hotter. Oh, really?
And it's little plays like that. It's the chance to swing on. It's the chance to sort of grab the round.
What earbuds do you have? Exclamation mark earbuds.
Favor, especially against a team
How much can you hear the crowd with those headphones? You cannot hear them. You can hear them a little bit, but that's it.
They're one of those teams where you can kind of get a decent read of what they want to do, because they, to us, with our omnipotence, are quite obvious about some of these aspects. And well, we get Savage on a shield.
Yeah, this is it, isn't it? The classic from Savage.
Is this only the second game? Yeah.
Noah, be careful. Potential jump out, maybe. Noah, has he got the window prepped? Can't tell. No, just looking for the pick. Baby Shark, big old opening onto Jum, the Dokkaebi. Didn't even get to use the calls. Util, gone to the dogs. 4v5. Bad start for Secret, fantastic for Wildcard.
And Baby Shark, we know he's a player that loves to try and find those little peaks, those little unknowns.
Can you mute comms mid-game? Well, yeah, if you have a bind for it, yeah, you can do it.
They're repelling very close, so too tight of an angle.
If you have a key bind for it.
The players will just stay safe either way, as you said. No Dokkaebi. And no June. June, a player who has been one of the MVPs throughout this whole tournament, has often been an MVP in the many tournaments he plays, and he just keeps that ability. And if they can shut him out of a round, if they can shut him out of a map, then that's how the teams win cons against a team like Secret.
Did you rewatch the nade on the top floor cafe that got you killed because he was stealing free set? Yeah, I saw it back.
You, and you can see the fear.
I was in disbelief.
Wildcard, because they have the man advantage, they can play risky. They can throw somebody out the building. They can take these chances.
Often you got to Sweden? A few times a year, I'd say. Sometimes. I don't have any time off, to be honest, to go to Sweden. We don't have that much time off. I think our longest break that we get the whole year is like 2 weeks. That's the longest break we get a year. 2 weeks.
Fire him back, but he should be fine to get into the building. Maybe we're debating going for the pinch, but Savage thinks we just have to try and find kills and force some fights inside the bomb sites.
Oh, this is about to be a suddenly tight angle, and he knew where he was, and he's able to get the double down, but look, the quick support comes through, and Noah gets bait, and suddenly we're leveled up with the pre-fire, Noah!
Oh my god.
I talked about prediction, and he's
oh my god. Oh my god, Noah's going crazy.
No way he can make things like that happen!
He's going crazy.
And that is Secret. 6-3, that is Secret on their opponent's map.
Wow. Standing ovation for Secret. You will not see a 3v5 played better than that. They have to take risks. Whenever you're at
you gotta be checking every corner for you now? Yeah.
You have to go for it.
Can't you take PTO? What does that mean?
There is to do. That is what it's all about. And for Secret, one guy outside, that's one less guy in the bomb site.
Oh, pay time off? No.
You find somebody in freezer, you use that beloved shield.
Well, it's like, it's not a regular job. Being a pro player is not a regular job.
In their gameplay. And this is the power of Secret. Everyone can do it. Anyone can get the kills. Yes, you mentioned about Jum dying. You've got Noah, you've got Mowgli. You've got so many players ready to fill those positions. Fantastic 3v5, isolating the first kill.
Are you friends with Noah? Yeah.
Advantage. And then the shots, Noah just hits them one after another. This was beautiful. Oh, and then the wait for it.
Wow. You? I mean, fired up, energetic.
Why didn't you check the corner freeze third for after that nade? Well, I just naded it. Why would I check it?
Make sure that he could sort of be that missing man, that missing moment, and that's what you need, right? From the champion team, you got to be.
If you naded a corner, would you check that corner again after you cleared it with a nade?
But the other one is you do that by having everybody show up. You can't just build a team on a single or a two or a trio. It's 5 people in there, plus the coach, plus every other bit of support staff you've got. It's a team effort, a team game, and every player can deliver.
I need to take my creatine as well. I haven't taken it yet today.
We can say what the other players have achieved.
I'll take my creatine.
Noah and Mowgli popping off like this, and you're missing that on the other side. We said it before. Bay and Baby Shark have been
wait. No, I would. Yeah, I would check. I would drone that. I would drone freezer 2 times after throwing 2 nades there. Now, that's what I would do.
Sometimes when they're up, is go for something a bit flashing. I don't just mean that as the Candelas roll out. The Blitz will probably start to make an entrance in towards mining underneath. They're driving themselves across, but no, the first to suffer. Doom gets one, gets caught out. Clipped in the side, clipped in the wing. As Adrian does find Baby Shark, the shield is inside the site. They're going to go for the cover of the smoke, see if they can get a plant. Mowgli has the cross, has the cut. And if they're unaware, well, this is about to be a...
What are the names of those tranquilizer mints that you took a while ago?
I said it before, they like to
Wait,
do
the
things a little
mints?
bit flashy, but sometimes you got to take your hands off your eyes, Wildcard, and see.
I don't remember
what's really going on.
I don't know what you mean.
30 seconds. That could be all that separates them from the end.
I just bought a pre-workout that has 400 milligrams of caffeine per scoop.
Drives into the side of Dash.
That's too much, bro. That's way too much.
Could try and rebuild 3 keepers, but Kansan is the one for the cover, and he knows someone's close by, but oh, he gets the cement, 16 seconds and a shield. Savage, he drives in, he can't quite cement it, he gets around the back, 10 seconds, but there it is, but can he make it in time?
No time.
Secret, by what was a fraction of a second, secure their opponent's map. Fraction of a second.
Oh, the respawn mints? Oh, yeah, it was the... Yeah, they're from Razer.
You know, I think that's just been so impressive, and you know, for Wildcard, this
how would I know if I'm banned or not? I don't know.
Dig deep and go for this comeback. But Secret, I mean, look, that 7 free from Cafe.
Have they sent you an email or anything? I'm gonna check my
great.
email.
I mean, Twister mentioned it. It's looking ahead. No point in kind of reminiscent of what you've just done. Look towards map 2, look towards border.
Well, as our bans have come through, 2 shields taken out of Secret's arsenal, no surprise. And then the smoke.
No, I haven't got any anything from Ubisoft, bro.
Limitation of open spaces, limitation of being able to either constrict them with the smoke or offer your own adaptations and arsenal. Positional awareness is maybe the biggest killer.
I don't know, bro.
Map. Sometimes you'll get caught from
is
the other
Wildcard
side,
good in border?
What feels like the other
Secret
side
is
of the
better.
world. Border, it is thin, it is
I haven't received
aggressive, and
anything
it
on
can
my
be very
messages
sharp.
either.
But it will start with Secret. Still driving on their attack, still putting in the pressure. They ended the previous map with a bit of pace, a bit of something shiny.
Reinstall the whole Connect software? Yeah, I did that as well and it didn't work. I might do it one more time though.
The rival chance. But generically,
Let's delete it one more
I
time.
think it's fair to say that this EU predominantly crowd
Uninstall a program. Let's see.
Secret flag.
Yeah, expected. I think Secret to be the favorites
Ubisoft
here
Connect.
in Paris. But still,
Next,
that
delete.
support that Wildcard has, and oh, Baby Shark!
Delete local game files. Local save game files. Uninstall. Let's delete all that shit.
And look at this from Secret, straight into the building, looking for more fights.
Free fire in the
Oh,
angles, but
nice try, Noah.
a very important kill to get, and Spiker gets Mowgli, as I said.
Nah, let me
sometimes
download
the
the
Secret
Ubisoft
can go
Connect
a little
again.
bit fast and make that a very loud Secret, but instead, they've been silenced. they've
Okay,
been hushed,
English.
they've been
Okay, accept.
They've had a little bit
Install.
pause put on the progression. They didn't really get any control from the end of that, but that wasn't the point. They wanted the players in. Well, they got one of the
Next.
players who offered himself.
Run
up, but in the
Ubisoft.
meantime, look what they've
Launch.
lost.
Yes.
No air jabs, no control of the space, and those bees as well for the direct on the push. You've got June, who's going to do massive work with obviously the Deimos.
All right, let's see.
But outside of that, it slows things down quite a lot, and Wildcard haven't really lost any of their map. They haven't lost any of their presence or their stretch around.
Nah, same thing again. Am I hardware banned or some shit, bro? Am I hardware banned?
Make a dent into the reinforcements that have been placed upstairs, but will be frozen out by the
Am I
top.
hardware banned?
So it is just going to delay the inevitable, but right now for Secret, they would like to try and get that wall open sooner rather
What the
than later. Now they're trying to work the 3v4. I mean, Bay, great operator to try and combat against this. Deimos to the big boss G. Oh no, misses both the shots. Pulls out into the SMG, but
Are you
look at the
launching
position of
Ubisoft? Yeah,
Secret.
Ubisoft.
They will get him in the end. A good pinch to now square it up into a
I'm gonna have to search on Google, bro.
3-3 heading into the final minute or so.
When you do the @ lockup, did you close the app before reading that folder? Yeah.
Hang on, waiting. Patiently
I can do it
above,
one more
ready
time
hit
just to
the
be
hash.
sure.
The pressure comes through, and you can see in the meantime, Kansan and Spike are doubling up. Give each other support, but in the
Task
meantime,
manager.
Secret They're taking their
Ubisoft.
time,
Yeah,
get the
this
drones round,
the
get
Ubisoft
clarity
client is not
over
running. I'm
on the
checking my
side
taskbar.
itself.
There's
Think
nothing
about where
here.
the side is. It's not always your first go-to, right? It's not
All right,
always
now we go to
your first
the
MO,
local
and,
thing
well,
again.
now they can pull out the verticality.
Where do we
Not
have
throwing up gears, they still have to check
Ubisoft?
it, they still have to recheck it, drop the drone,
We have
but
two
instead, pull
Ubisoft
off.
folders.
Don't give them the fight. Don't give them
Should I delete
an opportunity
Ubisoft
to
and
face check.
Ubisoft
You
Game
can
Launcher?
play this level game with time.
No, I cannot download R6 Siege. Then I download it. Then I delete the whole ass game.
Saw it in a dream.
Just the
made it
game
someone
launcher.
else's nightmare. 3 versus 2. They've got
Delete the
themselves
game
that opener,
launcher.
they've got themselves
Boom.
the split on the
Delete.
side for
Now
this
it's
swing.
gone.
Could level things up. There's a no connection.
It's the game data. Yeah, it is. I realized.
He gets Adrian.
All right,
There's
launch
one more
Ubisoft Connect.
important of a kill
Boom.
that gets
Launching
There's
it.
a fight for Das. Keeps winning him out. Savage has the trade, but Spiker.
Come on.
It's a bit of revenge for the missed shots earlier.
Oh, a nice attempt from Secret in that 3v4, but very similar to how the first round of Cafe went. Wildcard getting
An error
there
occurred
in
while
the
trying
end.
to
It comes
send
down
your
to a
request.
1v1,
Please
which
try
they
again
were
later.
able to win. For Secret, obviously tried to get into the building instantly, down to Baby Shark dying off that spawn peak. But Wildcard fronting up to the kills. I mean, that was a main worry that we had looking at Cafe, was they weren't getting the kills.
Yeah.
And I think Border can also be said the same. This isn't a map where you're focused.
Because I can log into my account on Ubisoft.
Place to open up the map, and you need to get kills to be able to do that. I mean, the desk, they mentioned some of the veterans on this Wildcard team, the players who have been around for a while, being Kansan and Dash, they need to step up to the mark, and well, Dash, 2 kills in that round for him.
There's your reaction gif. Remember, the more you react to the
Log into
audience, the
Ubisoft on
more
browser,
likely you are
account
to,
management,
get
security,
for
manage
circles.
trusted devices, delete all of
It's
them.
always the thing, you'll always see a
Okay, let me try that.
But as soon as it gets used twice, it's probably going to be in the after movie.
Delete the whole
Probably
cache
gonna
folder
make
and the
it up.
install folder maybe. Let me delete all of my,
Good start.
let me see.
Remember what Secret tried and how it fell apart, and then, well, they could change things from that point onwards. Still not opting to
You're
go
blocked from
still
logging
not
to do
opting to
repeated
take
failed
over.
attempts. Please come back later.
It's
Yeah,
fair
this was the
enough.
same thing that happened
We've said
yesterday,
many
but I'm
times,
not
sometimes
putting in the
first game
wrong
becomes a little bit
details. I'm
different.
putting in the
Sometimes
right
they
details,
Wildcard,
but you guys are not
they
letting
love
me in the
extending
game. What?
around stranger sites. They've had brilliant runs of border
Like
throughout
what?
the tournament where they've, I think, played.
You're blocked from logging in
every
due to
single
repeated
site
failed
on this map.
attempts. Like, what do you mean failed? You guys are the ones giving me the failed attempts, bro.
Yeah, one of the few who've played that threaded customs, aren't they?
Yeah.
Almost there for Bay. Playing very aggro on the CC door. With that DMR, of course, has the ACOG, can take these.
Is this the final
longer
right now? No,
engagements.
it's not. It's a
Again,
semi-final.
for Secret, it's that probing, isn't it? Looking for that opening pick.
Lower
but no,
bracket,
Baby Shark
quarterfinal,
finds two
actually.
inside of customs. Looked as though Savage and Jum tried to pressure onto him, but he stood his ground, held his nerve, and bites back against Secret.
Well, sprayed round either side, the 5 versus 3. And now they're not even letting them really in towards passport, sort of checking them at the door. And proper paperwork, please try again.
I reached upgrade 2 minutes 11. The magic to stop working every time I would attempt to log in. I'll get this below message. Other things described. Try changing Ubisoft password, then log in again. Go to Ubisoft account via browser, then setting security, approved devices, remove all connected devices, and try to reconnect.
But the fact he can't even exist
About
on the
that, okay,
walkways,
finally.
they know seemingly everything about his position.
Try
And a
contact
flawless.
Ubisoft, throw a piece in the trash.
Is positioned perfectly for Wildcard, second round.
Yeah, Secret not even really getting into the building, let's be honest.
I mean,
Struggled
yeah, it can only be so
massively
many
in that
things, so I'm gonna
round
try
to
this again.
Formulate any means of an attack, and this is where I think with the bans that Wildcard have went for, the Monty and the Blackbeard, you know,
Okay,
two
delete
of
this.
Savage's shields that Secret loves so much to utilize. And look, Savage, I think he realizes that compared to the Monty and the Blackbeard, where you're going to have much more of a slower place kind of control, Blitz, if you bring a Blitz, you have to go fast, you have to go aggressive, and if that's not the playstyle that Secret want to have going into border, then you can't really use that shield, and that's maybe where
Am
they're
I cooked? I'm
faltering.
watching in class right now. Yeah.
Yes, definitely, I can see a difference in it. Secret need to try and respond. And don't forget, Twister did not use
Oh my
his
God,
timeout
Baby Shark,
in the last
beast.
game at all. So he has that confidence in the side, but if they lose this round and they go 3-0 down, then I think it may force his hand to get in there. But at the moment, 2-0 is the scoreline.
it's worth sort of painting the idea and
Thank you,
going a
man.
bit
I
deeper
appreciate you, bro.
towards Wildcard on this map. I've said how good NA can be.
You have said days you're live. I'm almost live every day.
Not too long ago on Border, a flawless defensive half, which was when they even sort of stretched on towards all four sides. Maybe it's just the way that EML, EU teams like to play it, that's something that Wildcard sort of put together and why they haven't.
Have you tried to flush DNS in command prompt? No, I haven't. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset my PC anyway, because I'm not getting the FPS I should be getting with this PC.
Here, Secret. Opening the angles. I'm wondering how cautious they're gonna be about the external of the building, right? Baby Shark's obviously been punished once, but it doesn't slow this team down. They're more than happy to keep leaning in towards these peaks and the pressure that they can apply here.
Alright, let's see. Connections, add Chrome.
These controls of open spaces, which I've talked about before. As soon as you
choose a regional server, North America.
Player where you're gonna get caught, and then the crossfire will appear. Oh, and that should have been a lock-in.
Whiffage.
Whiffage.
Big old whiffage from Bay. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Adrian just slips into the site, picks up a kill, and flees. What's going on?
Especially with a pulse not too far away as well. Spiker maybe didn't have the read on that. Could obviously play that underneath, but at the same time, what would be the point? Both C4s already used.
What?
Everything's already
Wrong
been thrown at this,
password?
and there's still a minute 30. Sure, you can try and play the Zotos and get that bit of control, but otherwise, it's just down to the gadgetry and, well, now it's in the gunfights as well, and they still have.
I'm gonna change my password one more time, chat.
Bolts, Grimbies, flashes, they can lean themselves into these engagements pretty strongly here, Secret. Especially now they have the 5-3 body advantage.
Loading new mag.
They need to try and go big. He's in the most aggressive position out of the three players. Left on Wildcard, and Savage gets caught with the bees in his hand. But the trade is there, but it still goes back and forth. A 3v2, Mowgli. He knows that one player is trapped in towards the catwalk. A flashbang, gonna miss, but it doesn't matter, no! Oh, Mowgli, how have you let that slip? A miss flashbang, how?
Alright, password has been changed.
Sure, Spiker's gone underneath. As I said, he's used the C4. They've got the kit. If they get the awareness on where Kansan is, they can try and double down. Spiker's going to do his best. He's just pinging these positions, but look where they're planting, Demo. He's on the concrete, and instead, June!
That boy June.
Waiting, and he's looking for the second, but now a post plant, a 1 versus 1, and Noah is out of there. Still has gadgetry, still has the crossbow.
Nah, same shit happened again. I'm gonna break this fucking PC.
Probably get it, make sure it's reloaded, and
oh my
to
god,
the
bro.
right thing, can watch this from range. They might have awareness. Kansan knows he has to take the fight outside. He has to put the pressure on, because where this kit is, as soon as he tries to put any hands on it, he's going to get caught out. There's the reveal on where the man is. He's going to dive and dart his way across, and no dice. Secret get their first round.
Yeah, easy for Noah. Great angle. Look at where it was planted. Perfect for that outside rappel. So Secret able to stabilize. It's not going to be the coveted 3-0 start that you love to see on a border if you're on the defense. Instead, Secret get themselves back in, so I think for Twister, he's just going to hold on to that timeout a little bit longer as we head into now our next stage of bans for the operators. I mean, I wonder for Wildcards what they're going to maybe try and go for. I'm trying to think what has really gave them a bit of a headache, and there hasn't been really too much, I think, that has been an issue for Wildcard. No real operator that is, you kind of look at and think, yeah, they need to get rid of this operator, so we'll see.
The limitation on towards the defenders. For what we can sort of talk about is the loose play, the Valkyrie scene. A lot of positioning, a lot of performance. The cams are... There we go, playing up the reactions.
That guy's tongue is going crazy.
He's losing.
Yo, Magic Beam with a tier 1 and Silo. Thank you for the prompt. Appreciate you guys.
No, man.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys.
Flanks, unless you're sort of running the gridlock. And
one sec, guys. I'm just doing something real quick.
So far. Hasn't opted for the full shield ban, but Savage, I mean, if he's got a preference, Blitz is usually behind the other two.
Like I said, though, with the Blitz, if you're playing it as Savage, you're gonna have to go fast. Yeah. As soon as you know where a Blitz is and he's not taking you by surprise, pretty manageable, because the flashbang, believe it or not, you have to get to a certain range. It's not just like an infinite beam that you just spray to your opponent. Not like the back signal. So certainly for Savage, he needs to try and get up close and personal. And sometimes finding those engagements is difficult to come by. But for Wildcard, trying to hold the majority of the map. You look at the position that Baby Shark's in, aggressive in towards Catwalk. Just looking for, I think, any drones that might be dropping in towards them. Right now, Noah's in the drone inside a break room, and they should be able to pick him up. I think he can hear him rustling around in there, maybe looking for a midnight snack.
Well, a midnight snack is unfortunately not to be feasted upon. Instead, the swing round on the square and the drop out of there. Not gonna see what comes next, but that's the danger, right? You can already see the pings are coming through. Secret's aware that he's dropped down. It's always this sort of back and forth of the intel, back and forth of the knowledge. And a back and forth of bullets on the side of the AC window. The bees will reveal his position, so he has to send it aggressively. Can he get the cement? No, he can't quite finish it. He's hoping.
Get him.
He's praying, but he's about to be pinched. So instead he swings on the lion, but look on the bottom left. Everybody else has fallen from the side of Secret. Great motion there by Wildcard. They sort of sent themselves out at the same second, but Doom and Noah make connections of their own. The balance flipped back on its head, and Adrian recollected. Kansan and Baby Shark left alone in a minute 20 demo.
Oh, the Dokkaebi call, very important here for Noah. Kansan was in a great position to try and fly.
Someone said try 1 and 7 instead of 8.
Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I can try.
It's strong enough for Kansan to get another down that has happened for Team Secret. And now he repositions into that danger zone, holding on to that double door. Now for Secret, do they go for the revive? Do they go for the kill? That is the question.
You can see Baby Shark wants to finish the fight. They've doubled up, but now there's pressure on the window. He can't entirely lock himself in. Instead, it's just around, and Baby Shark gets one. It's a 1 versus 1, and they know where each other is.
All right, let me see it. That it's
50
close.
seconds, and they're sort of basing the revive. It's the swing with the pre-fire. Baby Shark swims through the challenge.
Yeah. Okay, Ubisoft is closed.
Circus of around. Everything was
Let's
happening
launch
all
it.
over the shop. Too many exciting things to see. People down outside the building. People just trying to tiptoe their way to success. And Secret take a timeout.
Guys, you guys are playing good. The only thing that I feel it's still missing, it's that reset Savage just spoke about into the mid-round, you know? You guys know that they are powering you guys into some position, so we need to be reactive to that. So for example, if you guys are roaming into the other side of the map, I need you guys to be reactive as fast as you can about that. And the people that are being played on, you guys need to buy time. Don't try to be using resources or anything. Just
double up, guys,
okay?
okay? Like, just double up, because like we're doing too much. Like, for example, we're rotating main door there instead of just staying at casual close out to guys. 3 seconds, just play close to each other, okay? Double up, reset the rounds, and try to make time as well. Isolate, make sure like the guys have to like really try to go deep on you to kill you.
And watch out, they spawn picks again, okay? They will keep doing it.
Yep.
Just
Your takeaway?
Well, playing more together. I think that is the general conciseness from Team Secret that time out, where they feel as though they're inviting on a lot of pressure about backing each other up. I mean, perfect replay to show it. Savage in by himself. You know,
Okay,
they
let
need
me
to
log
try
in.
and help each other as best as they can, because Wildcard going really aggressive. I mean, we even seen that in that 3v2 in that last round. Baby Shark coming up to support.
Nah, it doesn't work. I'm gonna reset my
That's
PCs, guys.
what
It's
all
fine.
about. It's helping each other, and
It's
Wildcard
fine. I'm
did a
gonna
great
yeah.
job at that.
Appreciate your help, though, Blast. I appreciate your help.
Obviously
This is
adapt
just
and
like
change
pissing me
their
off right now.
playstyle, because at the moment, what they're doing currently is not good enough.
Well, we saw a timeout around a similar time on the first map, and it didn't quite net any real success, unfortunately, for Wildcard. And now's their chance to get a bit of revenge. Right now's their chance to sort of lock it in. They've been able to pull this side off before, and this one was one that was very aggressive externally. It felt like, of all the rounds, this was the least of a handle Secret had on how everything came together. They were sort of shut down externally. They were forced up on the peaks. This early removal of utility, great. Get the Twitch drone in, get rid of those sort of Goyos, get yourself a bit more control. We've obviously seen a lot of Fenrirs as well, a lot of these sort of swing operators. Oh, and a Mozzie that doesn't quite want to pass that way just yet. Here, eyes on CC, eyes on that swing player towards the rotate. See if you can force them back down short, back towards the rest of his team.
I think it's my PC that's the issue. I think it's the
Was
PC,
MO, and
guys.
play together is what we sort of have to see happen here.
Alright, I'm just gonna go record something, chat, and I'll be right back. I gotta record this. I'll mute my mic.
Slower approach from Secret compared to the past entries that we've had from them. A lot of util. Lion scan goes off, and finally we see players in the building. Jum has made a bit of a hole in towards detention. It picks up an opening onto Baby Shark. Gets caught lacking, and that's the power of using the global operators, using the Lion, using the Dokkaebi to assist with that roam hunt and kind of control that space and border. I mean, usually a lot of the time for defenders, you will be spread pretty thin. You know, you have to try and control a lot of the map, and sometimes it's just really difficult. If you lose that one player and there's nobody there for the trade, then it just makes that map a bit claustrophobic.
Fights on the quad wall, and then it's just swung round on Mowgli. On the back, gets the pinch. There's about to be another fight here, and a great surround again. Secret, they flood their way in through the top floor. And what a difference that has been after that timeout. Every single avenue seemed to have another Secret player, and there it is, proven in the final.
Timeout, good for Team Secret, much better. Look at the way they collapsed on that player inside a fountain. One person coming in from the double door in office, the other player pushing up in through metal, the other player coming from 90, in through the rotate. They had everything covered. Oh. One side all for the claps, the other side not so much.
Slightly quieter side.
Red v blue. I think red's winning.
Well, I guess that's building pace here. I mean, it was everything you wanted from them, right? It was everything they talked about. As I said, like this swing,
great collapse.
They had somebody watching beepers, so that player could move freely. They had the pressure on. They knew where they wanted to do it. And they did it all together. Wildcard, they're still in a chance here to get themselves a fourth defense. Must be cold. I'm cold, and I'm in a wonderful blue dress.
I've spotted the usual suspects. There they are.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
The thing is, obviously, the audio in the arena is in French. Our wonderful French casters, our wonderful French broadcast team. So we can't call out people like that.
What up, Char?
We could call them out.
We could call them out.
And they wouldn't know. We could say anything and they wouldn't know. It'd be great.
Have to go and watch the pod back. So you talk about the sort of prep windows here. It looks like Dash is potentially prepped and just gets caught by the first drone. Isn't going to stick around to see what happens next. I'm wondering if there'll be a bit of a
Yo.
here. Get in break, get your way.
How are the games?
You can see again,
Bro, why does this chair feel fucking huge?
Right there. Just trying to sort of keep the pressure on like a hot pot. But the recipe is one that's maybe not as...
Let's go.
Mowgli does find Baby Shark. Kamzi gets Mowgli back though from underneath, and Bay finds onto Savage, but it's this traded back and forth. He's down.
He's a crazy in now.
Spiker tried to offer a little bit more sort of release of the pressure. But a 3 versus 3 and a kit recollected, but a lot of blood shed around East.
Yeah, big trade game happening towards East Stairs. That is where Secret have wanted to enter in from. Set you up nicely for that kind of office archives take that we see teams go for. I think maybe the only thing that Secret may struggle with is they don't have any way of getting in through
think about Ashen. He's a good player.
They don't have any hard breach with them.
Good character for the game.
So they have to try and force their way in through doorways and in through rotates that have been made by defenders.
Wildcard got dominate on capping.
Have to try and find that next pick and try and
They get smoke.
wait it into your advantage. Look at this from Adrian, just slips on in. Is anyone here? Anyone? No! Dash gets caught out in a second.
Oh, shit.
Yes, it will be. The crouch walk in through the backstab has worked out so well for Adrian.
They can cover
Big round from Adrian.
the audio and the position with Lion's gadget, and now Bay. He's had many big moments before, but he's got to have the biggest yet. Gets the first.
1 HP.
Takes pretty much everything out of him, and they can watch this from far. They can sort of tuck themselves in on the crossfight tune. Levels things up, and there he is. The support there towards Adrian. Crouch walk.
You seeing this shit?
Took opportunity and something Secret have done brilliantly so many times.
Bro, Phil, bro, you...
Find that loose thread and
What is wrong with you, bro?
Phil's gone hard.
In these games, you need to make plays like that whenever there's not a lot going on for your team, and we knew Secret were in a pretty bad position.
He's back.
Like I said, they didn't have anything to open up walls. And already going for the
You're
archives,
literally
we know
saying
that'll be
out fucking
difficult.
slurs in the chat. Like what? Literally saying hard fucking.
Where's Phil from?
I don't know.
What country are you from, Phil? Netherlands?
Second, the bomb site
Nah,
is
he would
so
definitely know.
open.
Probably
Secret
not.
take that
No.
opportunity. They've stabilized really well. That timeout helped out
We're twins,
massively.
can't you tell?
And we sit at an even half.
What do I think about Ashen? He's a good player.
Obviously, Wildcard, they still have their timeout. They've still got that as a sort of option in the back. There's a prediction.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I mean, there's still a couple of games left to go before we get there. There's obviously still... I mean, it was a conversation that we had the other day, right? Is this our most stacked final champ team for an SI live stage ever?
I mean, 5 out of the 6 teams have won trophies in the past.
Yep.
And already, that sets the tone. You know, we're dealing with champions all up against each other for the name of saying that we are the champion.
No, I think he said it. Oh, Seb was called that.
Secret.
Oh.
With the year that they've had,
Nice, dude.
with the sort of, as you said, history of not quite making their mark in SIs before, not even really winning a
Attackers
match
are heading out to defuse a
certain
bomb.
iterations. Them being able to rally on towards this, them being able to get themselves locked in with always this sort of calm and cool air. It's almost the same of, to be fair, their opponents, Wildcard. I think there was always that element, right, of that team that could just keep going, that team that could just keep fighting.
The one map one, secret
Never
one,
really
one
been
map
shut
one.
out. They have that NA fighting spirit that we've been missing from some of the other North American teams. And here, Bay and Kansan getting themselves off to a decent start. Baby Shark as well. Again, names that we've already sort of pointed towards. Got to try and get this first growth in. Now, where is the Blackbeard going to find the way? Obviously, a single shield ban and the Grim means that they have a little bit more to work with. But it wasn't always the biggest sort of
What's good,
tell
Kronig?
for
What up, bro?
Wildcard when their previous approach,
Yeah, that's good.
the previous map.
The one thing I don't like about these toilets here, bro, they don't flush properly. You gotta do a double flush.
But you big shit?
Nah, even if you take a normal shit. Motherfucking not
No, I never have that problem.
Really?
The only problem I have is that, like, whatever the fucking bowl enamel is made of is actually ultra stiff with the shit. Holy fuck. No one actually just fucking destroyed. Oh! Go on, get the last one. Oh my god. Bro, imagine you get... Get him! Get him!
Is Adrian trolling for him? That's a W teammate moment.
Trolling for his ace, I like that.
Look at him.
Well, it's an unofficial timeout.
No!
He's not getting the ace.
Boom, everyone's booing that shit.
More than enough.
He's fucking going... Bro, Noah's been... He's been going insane for Secret.
And the team to talk. I mean,
Yeah, Willie went to record the cameo on the shit.
perspective for the lone player if
I was having a
mistakes
shit.
are made, but Secret,
Yeah, my...
positions, ready at the top of the stairs, ready on the side.
Ever since I got the new phone, I've never gotten a notification when I got one.
As soon as that Banshee goes, you've got to swing on Beeper's door, you've got to swing on Fountain as well. And then you've got the third player with the cross, Savage. He's watching off towards the right-hand side. He's holding on, and there he is. Perfect cross angle.
Let's get it.
I feel like the wildcard team doesn't really have any, like, star player, if you know what I mean.
Secret.
Kansan is like their star player.
Yeah, to be fair, Kansan at times. They just, like, they all play together.
My word.
Actually, Bay, yeah, Bay's
What a play.
pretty good.
To get the free lined up outside a break, and then just a wide swing with a pistol and metal? Gotta be kidding me.
They get themselves the first.
Peak Siege would have all seats taken. I mean, this is pretty fucking... There's a lot of people in here, bro. This arena is big as well. Let's see how many spots the Adidas arena have.
It was, whether it still is, statistically the only map in our pool over this tournament that has a positive attacker delta.
How many seats does Adidas arena? Let's see. 8 to 9,000, but there's no way Siege fills up all of those. I don't think they use all of those seats. Usually, like in the
How many is it?
8 to 9,000.
And they let him as well, and he was joined the
For the final, it could be relatively... Well, it's sold out, so...
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I don't think they like use all the sections, if that makes sense.
Yeah, probably not.
Because you know the Montreal SI,
Yeah.
they only use half the stadium.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He can call it at any time to stop the momentum. And
Brazil was full, right?
Yeah, Brazil was crazy. That one was like 14k, like insane.
It was a full circle as well.
Yeah, those are the best types.
Now they've got this energy, now they've got this momentum, and
Yeah, Sao Paulo 24 is what you're thinking of, Mar.
got that in the bag with a pretty handy score, and at this point, if
Oh,
this
you ought to
keeps going
alt-tab on stage to post on Twitter? No way.
almost in exactly the same place. And
What?
Before the wildcard timeout didn't
Yeah, let me just go on Twitter mid-game, like what?
Secret have shown up very sharp and still wanting to opt in for their own pressure. But I think he's realized that that one's a little bit of a dead man's throw. Flash comes out, maybe he hasn't. Thought he was going to swing blind there, but instead he falls back.
Yeah, I also like the fact that Savage is
Like to talk shit if you ace the opponents. Do you really think Ronaldo, when he scores a goal, he just goes on the bench for a second to tweet out the
Scores a
enemies?
hat-trick, bangs on, gets on fucking Twitter. Yo, those guys are dog shit.
Like what?
not be stopped right now. Mowgli jumps over for kill. Don't forget about him. A plan is going down. Baby Shark has somehow got himself into the box.
I don't think it's only a thing in gaming, by the way. You know, if you call the other team shit or like bots or something, that demeans your achievement in beating them. Because you're saying the shit, so then you should beat them then. You know? Like in sports, like a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Spiker and Bay want a piece, and now a 2 versus 2.
I think in football, the attitude is like, they're good, but I'm just much better.
Yeah.
Covering the verticality, but it's not quite good enough.
I agree.
Either side, and somehow Baby Shark swims and slips through the net. Cements a plot.
Oh, you know, Splash and Phil, it's like they take turns to fucking go brain damage in the chat.
Well, that has really put a wrench into the works. Was not expecting that. Came out of nowhere. You think, okay, same again for Secret upstairs. They're holding, they're picking up their kills. Noah on one again. And then I see
Messi
the
or
diffuser being planted.
Ronaldo?
How
Don't
is
even
that
bother,
going
this
on?
chat is brain dead.
No information,
Just leave it.
no
Just
sound,
leave it.
no
I like both,
nothing
chat.
For Secret. Nobody
Both
in
of
the
them have their
site
good
to
qualities.
Stop that from happening. And then once that diffuser goes down, Secret are playing catch up all the way through. Perfect positioning, by the way, from Bay. Picks up the one and rotates down to detention.
But I'm gonna say, playing for multiple teams and winning in multiple teams is more impressive. And then you can take it however you want.
And that has really flipped on his head. That's a well-needed attack that Wildcard needed to get over the line.
Size of relief.
Favorite sport to watch? Recently, tennis, bro. Recently, tennis. Like, tennis is actually a sport where like you can always be on the edge of the seat. Yeah. It's like with football, I wouldn't say it's the same thing. It's like when someone gets a lead, you kind of know the game is over, right? You know? But with tennis, it's like you have sets and then all this, you know?
It's interesting with Alcaraz and Sinner playing now.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Novak. I watched that.
Djokovic, did you see his semi-final against Sinner? Beat Yannick Sinner?
Yeah.
And then he got smoked by fucking Alcaraz in the final.
No, but all of those guys are so inspirational for sure.
Blackbeard has the shields, the chance of driving this pressure, and has a pretty spread.
I feel like people who think tennis is boring.
I didn't like tennis when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I like tennis more.
Yeah, tennis is good. I like watching golf as well.
Yeah, golf I haven't watched too much, but
Better playing sports than watching, but
yeah, same here.
Secret instantly give up the territory. They're not going to see what happens in the tension. They don't want to sit in jail.
like over the next year, my ambition is to try and be pro at paddle.
Wouldn't you need to dedicate like full time for that almost?
No. It's a developing sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting coaching 3 times a week.
Holes in the ceiling, and Dash just has to be really careful. Look at his HP.
Darts is underrated.
It's not a lot.
Bro, people didn't give a fuck about darts until Luke Littler started playing. No one gave a single shit.
Successful for Savage, but it's been battered back.
Until Luke Littler, the 16-year-old, started smoking everyone, literally no one cared.
And Bay finds Noah.
And darts, in my opinion, darts, snooker are not sports. They're games. Like, you can't take darts as a sport. Snooker's really good. I enjoy watching darts and I enjoy watching snooker, but they are not sports. No, chess is not a sport either.
Oh no, They don't have the man advantage. The Solus can watch it.
What would you consider chess a game?
Yeah, chess is a game. Takes a lot of people need to understand, like, it takes a lot of skill. Like, it's not about it being it's like esports. Esports is not sports. They're games.
But the worry is, as soon as they go for anything to interact with that,
Would you consider curling a sport? Well, yeah, because that's the Olympics, isn't it? Olympic sport.
Then you can get all the devastation done. There's the slip through. Rotten timing to look away.
Do you know how you decide who wins the major trophy or SI Hammer? Yeah, if you win 6 Invitational, you win the Hammer. And if you win a major, you win just a major trophy.
Bro, there's no way you guys think that fucking darts is a sport. Simply is not a sport.
Oh.
Adrian's actually prime time, by the way.
Yeah, that's the EWC MVP right there.
It's not about what things are recognized as. How can darts be more of a sport than paddle?
Yeah, I don't think
that doesn't even make any sense.
You were dead, but he's not.
You can't say sports. You have to be in shape to play, in my opinion. Like that, there has to be some physical element. You don't have to be in. Half the fucking dart players unless you fat as shit and drink. They used to drink and eat kebabs mid fucking game. Like snooker players, most of those guys are fat too. Like sports. A sport is something that has to be an element.
Sumo wrestling
of physicality or an element of.
What about sumo wrestling?
Are we gonna get the timeout? The other buns will come through.
Well, yeah, because it's a physical element, isn't there?
I guess.
It's like wrestling for fat dudes. Japanese wrestling for fat dudes.
It's always something, bro.
I've seen that Australian football. Is that like the one where it's
what is that?
It's
So unfortunately, I don't think we can get a proper clue.
I can't remember what is it the one where it's like football and rugby in one? I could be wrong. No, bro. Snooker and dart, you have to understand. I like both games. I just don't think they're sports. That's Gaelic football, yeah. That's that's Gaelic football.
Your first game.
Yeah. That's like an Irish one, right? Like I'm not demeaning. I don't think chess is sport either. I'm not demeaning. Like playing darts hard as fuck, playing snooker hard as fuck, playing chess hard as fuck. But are they sports? No. Not a disrespect to the games.
I think physical element to it.
There has to be physical elements, other's how the fuck is it a sport?
Is ping pong a sport? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's physicality to it, isn't there?
Yeah, if I think of the word sport, I think of a physical sport.
Yeah, something where it's demanding on the body to some degree.
They move on.
So esports isn't a sport? No, it is not.
Send Wildcard packing. Oh, this is
AFL is like a big oval with 3 rugby goals. I've never seen that.
Hopefully, eventually he will get.
Yeah, it's a competitive game, not a it's like a competitive game. Like snooker is golf a sport? Yes, golf is a sport. There is physical elements to it.
We'll let the crowd play.
You play outside. You have to walk. There's different weather. You have to swing different types of clubs, like
bowling.
Bowling. Yeah, bowling technically would be. Not really. Kind of the same thing, really, isn't it?
It's kind of on the
same.
brink.
It's the same. It's on the brink, yeah.
Still held. Obviously, the players.
Chess players burn over 6,000 calories a day. Yeah, somebody get this guy out of the chat immediately.
He's on stage.
Yeah, that's not true.
This is literally you just made that up for no reason.
Well, why has he got the muscles out?
6,000? That's a
I thought that was just
fuck ton of calories, bro.
I was like, why has he got his guns out? But no, he's got a really flexible elbow.
I know we've already talked about how gorgeous the stage is, but
You cannot tell me that chess is more of a sport than paddle. It's just simply not true.
I believe it's 10 year, isn't it? 10-year anniversary.
F1 is definitely a sport, bro. Like, have you seen the training those guys need to do? There is definitely a physical element to it. Like, they lose X amount of sweat and stuff like that.
Is that a cosplay, or do you think he is just a pirate that
Skull and Bones fan?
Yeah, F1 is insane.
F1 has got to be a sport. It's a motorsport, though. You know, it's not like in the same category as like football and shit. It's a motorsport.
People are still at work, but they always talk
definitely
about
different.
how great a French crowd is, and you can feel it. You get the experience. I can imagine over the weekend, especially, even actually later today, when you get that Falcons roster. Even the start of the show, when we were still filtering things in, there was just a picture of Shaiko, and people went a bit crazy.
We actually love a bit of go-karting, don't we, Willie?
Yeah, go-karting is fun. I haven't gone for a while
He's
though.
pretty good at the game. I've heard
Is horse riding a sport?
You have covered him.
Yeah.
sometimes.
It is.
Yeah, but it's not like your typical sport.
Here we go.
Like focus a little bit more on direct bomb sites place. So the same thing that I thought in the other match for Vents, do the penta, but let's put Deimos on our compositions. Armor if they
Bro,
don't have
tell me what was a bad
Deimos
take
go
about
against
what
them.
was said.
Remember
What was a
that
bad
one
take?
of the
You can just say, anyone can say someone's dumb. You can't explain why it's a sport.
Is cheerleading or dancing a sport to you guys?
We can do their Kai's band for bathroom. We can go direct east with Shark on Deimos playing
Well, that's hard.
That'll be a hard one, but I would say it's more of a sport than darts, yeah.
Instead of playing days, Kenzen, just play the Deimos hard breacher. Open the garage and then we can play outside CC. But keep doing. I think they have a lot of traps, a lot of spread. So if you guys go direct,
If sports only depend on the physical aspect, then going to war is a sport. That is just like
That's just being stupid that's just saying shit to say shit.
yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Fencing is a sport, yeah.
What is fencing?
Again,
Yo, Chief, thank you for the prime.
Hones in on one operator was the Dokkaebi call.
What is fencing? I gotta search this up.
And it's the Deimos.
Fencing, so like the sword with the stick.
Oh, yeah, that's a sport.
And they wear the
Fuck
mask.
Yeah,
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 of
that's
course
like
it is.
that's like fucking that's
Like sword fighting, yeah.
sword fighting. Yeah.
Darts is more physical than esports. Yes, it is. No, I'm not disputing that, but I'm not sat here saying that esports is a sport either.
Why they want that Deimos on board
Is walking a sport? No.
Whoever's playing it
No competitive walking, is there? Maybe there is actually. I think speed walking would be a sport, yeah.
early on in this series, so it is a little bit.
Why do they call it? Why is it called esports? Because it's
Darts
esports.
is more physical than esports.
Into that kind of late stage, that's where the Deimos track will be so important to give them that advantage.
Probably about the same amount of movement, isn't it? Basically shit all.
Yeah, maybe.
People who are like getting upset about it.
Didn't quite net the results that, well, they probably would have hoped for.
So across a 10-day tournament, they average 400 calories lost every hour. So you literally made up the fact that they lost 6,000 calories playing chess then. They lost 4. I can believe that. That makes total sense.
I know an esports player can lose a lot of calories as well.
Because you're using a mental, like,
yeah,
of course,
but not
yeah.
6,000. That's a lot.
I'm not the meat, bro. Like, people are like taking it as a disrespect. It's not a disrespectful thing. These things are very hard to do, but they're not sports.
If darts like, let's just that's an example. If you train hard as fuck, like I'm talking like Ronaldo or Messi or those type of athletes training, even them training doesn't even burn close to 6,000.
No.
So so a chess player burning 6,000 doesn't really make sense, you know.
Gameplay now where it's all about shooting the C4s out of midair. And that definitely, I mean, could be something that they're after. You can see the position right now off the Osu, which leads us to
Is
believe
fishing
that
a
he has to
sport?
cover above and
I wouldn't say so, no.
Up or down, he can't do both, so it could be
Definitely takes skill to do.
There's the C4, there's the plant, there's the
Is someone gonna throw it? Something?
Why did they both C4?
Because Thatcher would take one C4.
Oh, yeah.
The other would blow up. I didn't even see the other C4 came in.
I think Adrian's was from below.
Oh, yeah. 6 hit calories is like 2 days worth of food. Yeah, that's a lot of. I mean, more. That's almost 3 days. Like an average male is like almost like 2.2, 2.3 thousand.
It's not about it's not just about the levels of physical exertion. You can't tell me that fishing is a sport. And fishing, there is not as much physical exertion as golf. This is not true. Playing a game isn't a sport either, just like chess. Yeah, we literally agree.
What have they still got alive? They still have that Deimos that he mentioned.
But people asking about Quidditch from fucking Harry Potter. Like, is an imaginary sport? It's an imaginary fucking game. A sport, maybe, yeah.
They've been able to pull back from man disadvantages before. That's the problem with this secret. Oh, and the secret is Adrian is going to do it again.
Definition of a sport. Go on, read it out, Willie.
Where?
Second to bottom.
An activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team compete against another or another for entertainment.
There you go.
Physical.
So there you go. Chess is not a fucking sport.
What about professional pillow fighting?
I mean, that would be a sport technically.
It's actually a thing.
Probably. I think it is. No, I think that is a thing.
I've seen on Twitter that. No, that's gotta be. I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna sound like an idiot.
Go on, say it.
No, I've actually seen like someone do like a fucking not an Olympian, like a fucking sport where you have sex. Have you seen that? That must have been fake.
That's gotta be fake.
It's gotta be fake. I seen it on Twitter, but it had to be fucking fake. Because it's Twitter. Phil saying good ass sport, I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say that.
If Splash was in here, it'd be like he going crazy. He'd be like, is eating ass a sport?
Is sex worker a sport? Like what? The correlation just doesn't make sense. What about breakdancing? It's hard I don't know where
it's hard to quantify.
I don't know where to put like dancing.
I think there's some that are difficult to say, but I can say for certain that snooker, fucking darts, and bowling is not sport. Doesn't mean that they're not hard to do. It doesn't mean that it doesn't take levels of training. Like doesn't mean all these different things.
It's called segjutsu. Shit.
Secret, I just feel, are playing these late rounds so.
Yeah, dancing's dancing. I think it's a whole separate category, isn't it?
One round is that separation. One round pushes Secret further along that bracket.
Pole dancing?
One round could send Wildcard home.
It's hard to say, chat. It's hard to say, I don't know. Oh, is dodgeball a sport? Yeah.
Yeah, dodgeball is a sport.
Dodgeball is not too different from like base. Like, where am I tripping? Am I thinking of this?
Yeah, dodgeball when you throw balls at each other, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's not a sport though. It's just a very peculiar sport, isn't it? It's like not a. Is male prostitution a sport? Can we start dishing up? Where's Goonsky when you need him?
Michael Phelps needed to eat 10k calories at his peak training in Beijing for Olympic swimming. That's crazy. He's a beast, bro.
Michael Phelps, yeah, he was one of the damn goats.
He didn't miss out training for like 2 years, I think it was. A single day. That's insane. On any occasion. Christmas, birthdays.
A lot of pressure in towards CC. It pressures these players inside of customs. The impact
is diving a sport? Yeah. Like Olympic diving?
No, I can't
yeah,
see
100%.
at the moment, but still.
Olympic archery or shooting? I personally would say no. But they're very fucking cool. I actually watched the shooting last time. It was really sick. See that Turkish dude who was like,
yeah, the guy that came up so nonchalantly.
Yeah,
the guy was a beast.
Surely Secret don't get a 2-0.
3v5 with the
I mean,
still alive.
it's looking like it.
In the best shape they've been in all the game. Like, it's incredible.
If diving is a sport, fishing is, how does that make any sense? Does that make sense?
Well, one you're standing still, I guess.
Yeah, one you're doing this, the other one you literally have to jump off a fucking 50-meter fucking podium, do flips and shit and land perfectly.
It's all a lot of softs and still pings. The players below hoping to make a connection, but one not to be found.
Yeah, bro, badminton is a 6 sport.
At this point, Wildcard,
yeah, badminton is like tennis, you know? Tennis and paddle, all those three are like in the same category.
Yeah, racket sports.
Case of a rotate, get themselves in, coverage of the smokes, the blinds above.
Well, they call like snooker and...
Make a big motion, and there's the swing round.
Oh shit.
Can't get the second, but still.
They call snooker and darts and stuff. They call this pub sports, don't they?
Instead, they want to play the firefight.
Yeah.
Peeling away, it gives Adrian a chance. But you worry it's maybe giving him a little bit too much of it. There was still a distraction. There was still a fear. And that's the
bro, imagine Adrian actually wins this.
15 seconds, bottom of the stairs.
No, there's no way. Right?
Oh my god, he has the fair.
On the cover. But it can be watched from above. Goes for the other man. Makes the connection. 5 seconds. Adrian.
I'm telling you, bro, Adrian's been the lights out this event.
With the road, this team.
No, drop, you donkey. Why didn't he get the shot out?
Does he not have ammo in the shotgun?
Is this a reload? But does he know he's not reloaded? He did so well, bro. Why did he do that?
Did he not have any shotgun ammo?
He actually might have run out. Wait, did he run out of all bullets? Nah.
That's insane.
He ran out of all ammo. Yeah, he ran out of all ammo.
I thought Adrian had that. Hook, line, and
Is Indonesian cockfighting a sport? I don't even know what else to say.
Water polo literally burns 500 to 900 plus
Water
calories.
polo is a sport though, like.
What the fuck is water polo?
Yeah, you have to go look. It's hard to explain. I know what the physical like polo is.
Well played, but no.
Yeah, it's with the.
Oh yeah, if you're in water, I can understand that. Yeah, because shit be fucking demanding as fuck.
100% is sport.
Wildcard nearing overtime. My word, and look at the
Handball in the water, yeah, that's
yeah.
dude, that shit's definitely demanding,
One
bro.
of the bullets from the spray through the soft hit him as he was planting. If it hadn't have gone through
Yeah,
the
that
soft,
was-
it would have
bro,
killed him.
what-
If
what
a
is it in the
second
water?
had hit him, it
You
would have
say?
killed him.
Handball in the water?
Yeah.
Couldn't have been closer.
I'm just thinking is at the moment. That's now where my head's at. Is that the
Would
moment?
adult actors be
Does
considered
that
a
leave
sport?
the door open
No,
for
that would be
Wildcard,
considered
or
degenerate
it should have been
behavior.
Slammed shut.
Still not heard anyone give an example of why I get an argument for how snooker and darts are a sport.
I went to swimming classes for 2 months and learned how to down. What?
I think he meant how to learn how to drown.
We are still floating.
No time to waste.
We
And
are
where are we going? Going to the moon.
You know how many times I've seen the word professional spelt wrong in this chat? It's actually fucking insane.
Spike with the sense. On bathroom window. Try and get some attention drawn early.
You guys are getting caught lacking,
Doesn't wanna
chat.
entirely get caught out here.
So you think Johnny Sins is a degenerate? No, honestly. No.
Honestly, not. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, nah, he's a fucking beast, bro.
Yeah, great dude. Professional athlete.
Some may say professional cock.
Yeah, professional cock.
That is something he does have, though. If you think about it.
Yeah, he does have that.
Has the cross angle, aggressive positions inside the site too. Still with awareness.
Astronaut or doctor, that is not a sport, though.
Trying to just find
That's just a
that
job.
one
Johnny Sins is an astronaut and a doctor. How is that degenerate behavior?
Yeah, my bad. Aim, but honestly, you got me in there, bro. You
Yeah,
got me
he
in
is
there.
actually an bro. That photo of him wearing an astronaut outfit
That's
is so funny, bro.
So funny, bro. He does it all, bro. He's a plumber, too.
Yeah, he actually is a known plumber.
May it be now.
He does a bit more clogging than unclogging, if you know what I'm saying now.
In the bomb site, they've got the shields ready to go for this East take, so it looks to be just direct from Wildcard. They're going to try and clear out the site, clear out
Yeah,
East
get your
edge.
ChatGPT shit away
See
from
if they
here.
can maybe try and slip in for the plant. And oh,
Oh.
the cutoff. Is anyone here now? The Blackbeard. Hello.
Oh shit.
Ah, he was pinched in the corner.
Maybe another, but no Mowgli.
Mowgli's.
Reloads in time, picks up
Savage.
Savage.
Young Savage.
Able to connect the C4 on the baby shark.
Oh, it's back and forth though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just trades.
This back and forth is incredible.
Kanzen gets Asian, bro. He's so.
Trading, they keep trading.
No,
they keep
Mowgli.
A 3 versus 2, Savage and Doom. All that's left, but they still have eyes on the site. And they've actually have the site under their control, lock and key. There's not a rotate really. Back in, bathroom is locked. Instead playing just on the window, so Doom is maybe in some ways a bit isolated, but we know what he can do. Here, otherwise, the
He
kids
came
in the
round by
back
my
obviously
house in a
got
plumbing
all of the
outfit.
sense gadgets to roll
Was
out.
sorting
They
out the
wanna block
electrics
some of
in
these
my
Bro,
house.
see, that's where you're wrong though. I never said that. I literally said that you have to train hard to do them both. Like they are really good skills.
Heavy with the prime.
I just don't think that they're sports.
Oh, he missed his opportunity, big risk. No reward, and now a 3 versus 1. So Doom, he does the same. Proposes himself as a more relevant
Doom win this? No
Plant
C4?
is being covered. They've got the watch on the window, but Doom, they move away from the fight. Another 1 versus 1.
Kanzen's 100 HP.
Against Doom.
No.
He's gonna hold
Kanzen's gonna get aggro.
Yeah, but look at the gun Doom has.
Gives him a rotate out.
They have info on him though.
Pops it. He's patient.
Is that from the hallway cam?
He knows the
Oh, shoot!
Oh.
Fuck! Holy shit!
saw it, Shakespearean. We don't quite get to know whether it's a tragedy just yet. Another performance, 20 seconds. He's hopped around. He's seen him at
Kanzen, bro, ice cold. Cold as fuck.
Their deck is looking stronger. Overtime. They've been able to drag themselves from the brink of elimination to make it into OT. Wildcard, the little team that could, and they keep it going. Secret looks stunned. 2 opportunities.
Let's just say some sports are more demanding than others. You got physical sports and you got
Like they're called pub sports, aren't they? Like because they played in a pub.
Did Secret leave the door open? Wildcard have smashed it in.
do these players have headphones? Seriously, how are they so lost?
Finish for Wildcard at reload.
I mean, there's like so much pressure on. There's like
people in the room screaming.
There's your teammates are giving call-outs all at once. Your nerves are taking over.
Bro, some of the shit people have written here is insane. This VZI dude has said, like, click on his name. I want to see, like, just go look at like the last 5 things he said. Go look. Yeah.
It was an unknown sort of.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro.
That's insane.
Slip away from them. Often they would be in a 5-1 position, and suddenly it's a tied.
Yeah, of course, Phil. If Phil is the one backing you, you know you said something fucked up. If Phil or Splash are on your side, you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, there's drops on, chat. There's drops on. I've seen this nade more and more here.
Who was it who first did it?
I think I seen G2 do it, but I don't know if they were.
This stinks of a cameraman nade.
It does, bro. It is a cameraman nade. That's so true. It's a cameraman nade.
Wildcard that option.
Appreciate you, Tyrese, bro. Appreciate that.
Here we go.
Here the nade comes.
All square.
Oh, he's moving back. He's not there anymore.
On the attack.
Does it like insta explode on them? Is that the idea?
Well, as soon as he bounces, as soon as the nade bounces, it takes 2 seconds for it to blow up. So he has to either move or die, yeah.
It's a position we've seen him play before this event.
Because the other guys are holding from like outside east stairs.
It's definitely cameraman who figured it out, no joke.
Yeah.
This is what Jum has to be aware of. The util dump comes in, the nades are barely going to miss, and Jum just keeps himself alive. But here comes the shield.
Mogler's the Hulk! He's just chilling and just slammed in the side of the head.
What's up there, Polo? What up?
Now, without that front foot forward, with that utility already gone, and with that player still in this position, Doom can sit. He can wait. He knows he has support. He knows he's being watched, and now he knows that Bay might be under pressure of his own elsewhere. Wildcard, they got to try and find their own route through, but they haven't proved this.
Swedish IKEA battles. Is that a sport? Swedish IKEA battles? What does that mean?
Little Jill peeks around, but Doom gets a spiker. Doom gets the second fed towards him. Zafia won't get it, but now
Jim is doing a good job at just staying alive.
Just chilling. Everyone's playing off him really well. Mowgli. You know, because Mowgli speaks the best English. I called him Moglizzy for the longest time, and he started introducing himself to people as Moglizzy. And he didn't even know what a glizzy was.
They're gonna take their time. Wildcard just gonna chill.
That's funny.
The extra 40,
That's funny.
50 seconds here.
Smaller webcam? Yeah, we can make it a little bit
What
smaller.
they want to do next. The boos echo out. They don't want to see this.
No way, he pussies back. He actually pushed. He got booed and then moved.
I mean, 5 defined. I mean, I don't blame him for taking the timeout here.
Moglizzy.
Never the flawless, never in doubt. I mean, just to break it down, just that position that Jum's in, he's covered from every angle. You've got Mowgli playing aggressive on the east. He can swing down towards Catwalk. That's how he killed the Blackbeard. Tellers is obviously another area you can move in and try and kill Jim from. No, covered from the hatch. Inside of office, Savage was there. They set themselves up to support Jim as best as you can. And really, I think for Wildcard, they've almost...
Yo, CB, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that.
I actually didn't see this Wildcard jersey. It actually looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I said it too. I think black with gold looks good.
Yeah, it does.
He's just a whammy.
Take notes, organization.
Very direct in towards CC. Take that side of the map. But they fell into that chasm.
Have I ever watched Brooklyn 99? I think I watched it once. I don't think... I think...
Brooklyn 99.
I've seen it on my Netflix.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's just like a candid TV, you know, like not like a huge story, but it is good. It's good.
Can I grow any facial hair? Yeah, but I shave it. I used to look homeless if I keep it.
He knows it's not up to him. This is all on his boys to make it
You think
happen.
someone comes home to NA or stays EML? I have no idea. No idea. I don't know how long his contract is for. A lot of these things, guys, depend on contracts. Like you're obligated to do a certain thing, whatever it says in your contract.
It looked like it was going to get away from them here in a similar sort of fashion, but then they found something.
When you ask, is Spoit packing, what do you actually want me to say?
The reason that a team
What is the answer that you're hoping to get?
on the biggest, the grandest of Six Invitational is having that little bit extra. Having that.
Look at Phil every time. Phil's there without, I hope, really massive. And he's got massive rank.
Down on that right now, too.
Phil, how old are you? I need to know. I actually need to know how old Phil is.
Below, in the meantime, pressure on towards break. It's been a long time since we've had Secret on their approach, and it started a bit rocky, right? And then it was a timeout, and since then they remembered how to sort of get themselves stuck in.
16.
Got an R9 trim? Shit, bro.
Find some of that early round energy. Wildcard might be able to push us to max OT.
Will Bay with that boss G in hand, looking for that opening.
What was it that Babe was saying to people at NAL finals? Like he'd sign off when he was speaking to you.
Whenever he wins or the game is out, 94 out. Dot. So funny, bro. We asked him, Richie asked him what like settings he was using in a scrim. Guess why opacity on his scope is 94.
Lost his fucking mind.
So funny, bro.
Off this map in towards blue, should pick up one. Shirley's gonna pick up
Gets a 4K, 94 out. Like.
Gets Baby Shark and he has the pings on the next, but instead, eyes on elsewhere. Cut him at the pass, go wider. He knows he's got support coming from Passport side. They push their way across and he can't quite get there.
Moglizzy
Finds Kansan. And that pressure, it's rising steadily here, Demo. 3 versus 5. Base still in position, but Secret.
The sodas get your burping, bro.
What one are you drinking?
Coke Zero.
Positioned at the bottom of the metal stairs. They've isolated these players. They've got one.
I see champion at 1.9 KD and a 57 win loss. Is that good? Nah, I just know you're capping, bro. There's no way. If you actually hit that, you gotta send me the tracker.
Oh. 94 out.
Bro, Noah probably couldn't even react up to down his screen.
Not when you're dealing with the 94.
Especially with the fucking.
Oh. What's Dash doing there though?
Head of dash to 2 versus 3 post plant and Doom lucky to escape with a sliver of health.
No, 94.
Everything that's slowing him down.
No, 94. Doom and Adrian going hard.
Bring it home for NA Spiker. No. Does that mean NA is out?
Yeah.
No.
Count the predictions.
You see that kid? You see that kid?
Yeah, Adrian and Doom are playing good this event. Most of the games I've seen them, they're playing really good. And Moglizzy.
Team Secret progress through this.
You feel the whole Secret.
I think Noah's getting MVP for this series though.
For the year?
No, this series.
Team Secret, your victors here today. They will move on to play Fluxo W7.
How did he play in the first map?
I think he did really good.
One heck of a fight as well.
For everything that they've sort of given themselves.
So that's the lower bracket final, yeah? Or semi-final. Lower bracket semi they're going to go into now.
Brilliant expectations they've set themselves for going forward. Massive, massive positions in all the international tournaments.
One thing about Wildcard, if you're listening to this, fellas, keep your heads high. What you guys have achieved in the span of a year.
How come no rollers play Pro League?
And I'll tell you this,
because they will get shit on.
They'll be back.
Oh, I think.
But more important,
there's never been a roller player good enough to play on Pro League.
Yeah, well, the best roller player that you guys consider the best of all time, literally is playing on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
I think that tells you everything you need to know.
That bit further, that bit better, and bites that bit harder. And Secret, for brilliant years, they've had a brilliant one of their own. They've made sure that they're always sort of developing.
Why do pro players take off their shoes and play with socks? That's just because that's how they do it at home. So
some people leave the shoes on.
Still games to have, but
yeah,
they secure themselves that top 4.
The Brazilians, they usually dogs out.
Yeah, they got their no socks and they use the slides.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, silly. Thank you, bro.
It only took 2 maps and Libash. Team Secret continue their journey here in the 6th Invitational, sending home NA's last hope in Wildcard.
Socks
I'm here
on?
with Noah.
Who wears socks on in bed?
Noah, you had a
socks on?
Yeah. You've had a phenomenal
yeah, I think it's
gotta be socks off.
Yeah. If I don't, the thing is, if I don't have my socks off when I'm sleeping, it just feels weird.
Yeah, it does.
I can't get.
You're not ready for bed then.
I can't get comfortable now.
As Mowgli comes up here as well. Come here, Mowgli. Just a quick one.
Kulinski, 27 in DMs.
Noah Prime, guys. Noah Prime.
Listen.
That's Sport Secret, won't be?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Feel like potential favorites here. I think so. Now with Mowgli playing as well as he did, as an amazing crowd as you guys are, thank you guys so much for all the cheering. You guys are amazing.
He doesn't sound Swedish at all, does he, Noah?
Bien sûr, on joue tous comme une équipe.
No,
On n'est plus les underdogs. On
just a
joue
tiny
comme une
bit.
équipe sur les grandes scènes tous. Et bien sûr, Mowgli qui joue aujourd'hui sur scène. Et quel jeu qu'il fait, bien sûr. C'est Team Secret. Et autour de vous ici à Paris, ça donne de l'énergie à tout le monde, à toute l'équipe. Speaking of which, you have this crowd now. Noah, I've noticed that you're someone who loves the camera. I'm a person that loves the theater as well.
Banger game incoming, yeah. Falcons versus FaZe.
It's the most special feeling ever. Like playing from my own room and to playing here is just such a crazy difference. I just love you guys so much for all the energy you guys are bringing. So keep going, support Mowgli. He's the best French player here. Keep going and let's finish it.
Ooh, that's a statement.
Lots of. What do you want? What do you want, Mowgli? Yeah, go ahead.
Les gars, faites un maximum de bruit pour Baby Shark. Parce que le gars, c'est sa première année. Il a déjà fait 2 scènes.
I think he's giving a shout out to Baby Shark.
C'est un monstre, les gars, c'est un monstre. Mais j'étais obligé de gagner contre lui, désolé.
Big cheers to Baby Shark, who's played an incredible event. That is from Mowgli. There's a lot of love and respect between all of our French players, but to recap real quick, you know what?
Psycho
Noah
dicks
loves
that bomb,
it.
that's
Il adore
crazy.
tout ce qui assène, mais en même temps, quand il y a tout Paris qui est là autour de lui, ça lui donne de l'énergie. Et les
Baby Shark French as well, yeah.
Le parcours de son équipe et de Team Secret.
Elegance, how much horsepower does your balls have?
Paris, one more time.
What else do you even say?